In the year 3075, humanity had spread across the stars, establishing colonies on distant worlds and forging alliances with alien civilizations. Among these was the United Galactic Council, UGC, a coalition of advanced species working together for the betterment of the galaxy. Humans, with their unique blend of creativity, adaptability, and sheer tenacity, had become respected members of this interstellar community. The UGC faced a dire threat, the Voidswarm, a relentless, hive-minded entity consuming entire star systems. Traditional weapons were ineffective against the swarm's adaptive defenses. Desperate for a solution, the Council turned to humanity's representatives, Ambassador Victoria Hartley and Chief Engineer Marcus Lee. Victoria and Marcus were summoned to the Council's headquarters on the planet Zephyr, a gleaming metropolis of crystal spires and floating gardens. The Council chamber was a vast circular room filled with representatives from various species, the towering crystalline Zephyr, the aquatic bioluminescent Aquarii, and the enigmatic energy-based Luminae, among others. "Humans," began Councillor Zephyr, his voice resonating like wind chimes, "the Voidswarm advances. Our combined fleets have failed to halt its progress. We need a new strategy, a human strategy." Marcus stepped forward, his eyes scanning the holographic displays of the swarm's devastation. "We need to think outside the box," he said. "The swarm adapts to energy weapons and conventional explosives. We need something unpredictable, something analog." Victoria nodded, a plan forming in her mind. "We'll need resources, Counselor, access to the UGC's archives, prototype technologies, and a team of the best minds from each member species." Councillor Zephyr exchanged glances with his colleagues before nodding. "Granted. Save our galaxy, humans." With the Council's blessing, Victoria and Marcus assembled a diverse team: Zephyrian engineers, Aquarii biologists, and luminaire theorists. They established a research base on the remote planetoid of Pharos, far from the swarm's reach. Here, they would forge humanity's greatest weapon, Project Stellar Forge. The team worked tirelessly, combining human ingenuity with alien technology. Marcus led the engineering efforts, designing a massive, self-replicating factory ship capable of producing analog weapons on a galactic scale. Victoria coordinated the alliance, ensuring each species contributed their unique strengths. The Zephyrians provided advanced materials, strong yet lightweight, perfect for the ship's hull. The Aquarii developed organic components, self-healing and adaptive, to complement the ship's systems. The Luminae offered theoretical insights, helping to integrate the disparate technologies into a cohesive whole. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The Voidswarm drew ever closer, consuming star after star. The galaxy watched with bated breath as the stellar forge took shape, a gleaming beacon of hope in the face of annihilation. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. The Voidswarm descended upon the Pharos system, a writhing mass of darkness blotting out the stars. The stellar forge, a colossal, kilometer-long leviathan, stood ready to face the enemy. Marcus, at the helm, initiated the ship's primary function. Deep within its bowels, the analog fabricators roared to life, churning out an arsenal unlike any other: projectile weapons, chemical explosives, and mechanical contraptions, all powered by the raw, unpredictable force of human ingenuity. The swarm struck, tendrils of darkness lashing out at the stellar forge, but the ship held firm, its adaptive hull shifting and changing to counter the assault. And then it began to fight back. A barrage of missiles, each unique and unpredictable, streaked towards the swarm. They exploded in dazzling displays of light and color, tearing through the enemy's defenses. The swarm recoiled, its hive mind struggling to adapt to the chaotic onslaught. Victoria, monitoring the battle from the command center, watched as the tide began to turn. The swarm faltered, its advance slowing as more and more of its tendrils were severed. The galaxy held its breath, hope rising like a phoenix from the ashes. But the swarm was not yet defeated. It regrouped, its tendrils merging into a single colossal spear of darkness, and lunged at the stellar forge. The ship shuddered under the impact, its hull breached in a dozen places. Alarms blared as systems failed, the lights flickering and dying. Marcus, bloodied but unbowed, fought to keep the ship together. He rerouted power, sealed off damaged sections, and kept the fabricators running. But it wasn't enough. The swarm's spear drove deeper, seeking the ship's heart. Victoria, seeing the battle slipping away, made a desperate gamble. She opened a channel to the entire galaxy, her voice echoing across the stars. "People of the UGC," she cried, "the Stellar Forge fights for us all, but it cannot stand alone. We must stand together, as one galaxy united." Her words struck a chord. Across the galaxy, ships turned and raced towards Pharos. Zephyrian cruisers, Aquarii dreadnoughts, Luminae carriers, all heeding the call to arms. They descended upon the swarm, their weapons blazing, fighting not as separate species, but as a united front. With the galaxy at its side, the Stellar Forge fought on. Marcus, drawing upon the last of the ship's power, initiated a final, desperate gambit. The fabricators, their reserves depleted, began to cannibalize the ship itself, converting its very substance into one last cataclysmic barrage. The Stellar Forge shuddered, its hull disintegrating as the final salvo launched. A wave of destruction washed over the swarm, tearing it apart from within. The darkness receded, the tendrils withering and dying, until finally the Voidswarm was no more. In the aftermath, the galaxy mourned the loss of the Stellar Forge and its brave crew, but they also celebrated the victory, a testament to the power of unity and the indomitable human spirit. The UGC stood stronger than ever, its bonds forged in the fires of battle. And so, humanity's legacy lived on, a beacon of hope and defiance in the face of the unknown. For in the end, it was not the strength of their weapons or the size of their fleets that saved the galaxy, but the unyielding spirit of a species that refused to go down without a fight.